Hello everyone, welcome back. So today we're going to be playing Evelyn, and I'm just going to go for the weekly nightmare that's 5.5 stars. They're on average a bit harder than a regular 5-star adventure, so let's see if we find some success. I'm still going to run the Protectors of Demacia setup that I had in my last Evelyn run, mostly because I want to try it out again. Against Anivia and Evelyn we might run into a few issues, however, especially considering that the opponent starts or gets one extra mana gem every round. But the shadows come for you is negligible at best, so I'm not worried about that part. I'm only worried about the perfected mana flow. Yeah, Enfeebling Strike, Endurance, or a Reunited. If only I was playing Kale, I could have picked up the Enfeebling Strike, but as is, neither of these are that appealing. Let's reroll once, see if I get something better. Welcome Gifts, Rush Them Down. Wounded Prey, Rush Them Down is interesting, but I think the Welcome Gifts are better because we get a lot of value out of this power specifically because of all the husks we'll be summoning, and then those husks will in turn give our units some keywords that will then be, well, my units will get a bunch of keywords, that's what I'm trying to say. Let's hold. Once the opponent summons that Soul Shepherd, I'll probably drop on the Evelyn. He has a lot of mana, however. I'll do it. I'll summon the Evelyn.
Mind if I slip into something a little more painful?
We get the Lux, we can use Lux to jump block into something threatening the opponent might have. But they don't have anything. Lucky me. Okay, that's threatening. Fortunately, Lux still has barrier, so this attack does nothing. And we're set up to level up Evelyn yet again next turn. I'm actually, if I drop down Steam, he consumes those 2 husks. I go to 4 units on board. Then Steam summons a husk. I go up to 5, and then I get the Garen. That means I go up to 6. At least that's how I think things will go. Yep, that's exactly how things turned out. Lucky me. Let's clear one of the larger units since Steam has quick attack and challenger anyway. And I can go ahead and attack like so. Deal 27 damage. Wait, the opponent survives this? That's a bit unexpected. I guess we're getting to summon the Galio this game. Onslaught of Shadows. That's nothing. Let's drop down the Warden Spray. I get the Galio in hand, right? Yep. That's the Galio.
Yes, I fight.
But I don't even need to play him.
We must not relent!
Ooh, right. Every time a champion levels up, the power procs, so it works with the, well, the champions I summon from the power as well. So I can get a bunch of Gallios going on. Didn't think about that. Avatar of the Tide, Absorb Soul. All these are terrible. Let's reroll once. River's Row. Bleh. What a bunch of terrible cards. But I don't want to reroll yet again, so I'm going to pick up that one. It's the one that's the least likely to clutter up my deck. Aatrox, Garen, Samira. I wonder what is the most synergistic champion? Potentially the Garen, since the Garen that I'll summon off the power will in turn get these items. I don't know. Samira has double attack, however. But do we even play enough cards to level up Samira? I'll pick up the Garen. Hammer of Renewal, and chest on the champion, or spells chest. Let's go for the champion item chest. And sure, I'll go ahead and fight the Arbiter of the Peak. I mean, what are the odds of the opponent having something that absolutely screws me over? Let's toss Steam, keep the Evelyn and the Vora. Can go Vora turn 1, Evelyn turn 2. Start setting up our... Well then. In this case, I'm tempted to just go for the Garen first. Okay. That's okay. We wait out a piece of removal from the opponent. This way, Evelyn will be a bit safer once we play her next turn. That's a threatening board, but he still has the 0 cost card, so I need to be worried about it.
See what's beneath my eyes. See what's inside.
What do you do, opponent? Okay, that's fine. I'll just attack with the elusive one. If he wants to attack with the... Okay, he doesn't. In that case, we'll take the pass. We have a lot of cards in hand. It's a little bit unfortunate, but it's fine. Let's drop down the Steam. We have basically the same curve we had last time, except instead of a domination, we have a Vora. Really? You're killing the Steam. That's annoying. Well, if in that case, I'll go ahead and use it as removal. How close is Evelyn to leveling up? One more. Well, Evelyn doesn't even get to level up because the opponent just died. Yeah, I'm definitely enjoying the Protectors of the Masion Evelyn. the fact that you get so much board presence out of it is very good. I guess we're taking the shield off the round. Even then, it's not exactly the most appealing card. We definitely have a lot of stuff that we need to get rid of. I'm tempted to pick Overwhelm on Garen, but if we do that, we'll get more copies of Garen in our deck than we do of Evelyn, and Evelyn is crucial for our game plan, so I guess we're picking Overwhelm on Evelyn. Stack Observatory or Astute Academic. I think the Stack Observatory is an easier fight, so we're going for it. I would like something that summons Husks, please. Okay, Sulfur is something that summons Husks. Actually, I will summon the Domination. Further improve the attack power of my Husks. 18 damage for a 3-drop. The opponent's definitely not overcompensating or something. Well, let's just hope that he doesn't get a lot of removal. It might be over. I won't get to level up Evelyn as much as I would like. Look at that, even more removal. Can you stop? I thought that the other fight would have a lot of removal, so that's why I didn't choose it. As it turns out, this one was the one that had a billion ways to remove my units. Well, at the very least they got rid of the thing that goes ahead and gives him free spell mana every turn, or free mana every turn after they play a spell.
See what's beneath, more like see what's inside.
I'm not going to get level up Evelyn yet again, will I? Actually, I will. Oh, if I didn't have the Evelyn here, things would be so over. Because I had an Evelyn, everything's fine. This is the last, or up next is going to be the last time I get to level up Evelyn, so I got to make it count. Well, at the very least I'll get a Galio. Actually no, I get a Garen. Really? Is that how it works? Well, in that case, let's give Garen's keywords to these units. And the opponent perishes. Honestly, doubling up on Garen wasn't even that bad, because since all our champions benefit from the buffs that are being granted by Evelyn, that means my champions are massive. Yordle Captain, Captain Erika, Third Short, Prodigy. All of these are absolutely atrocious, so I'll pick the one that's the least intrusive. Let's go for a shop. All of these are terrible. Can I get something decent for once? When you target an ally, give it barrier this round, except I don't target my allies at all. Disarmed, sure. the -1 attack is definitely going to be relevant. When you summon a summon a random husk. When you summon a 1-cost ally, grant it a random keyword. Except this is too slow and it fights for a spot on the curve with Evelyn. So we're moving along. And I'm definitely cutting a card from my deck, something that's cluttering up everything. Probably the reverse row, maybe the Ordle Captain, or the Shield of Duran. I'm going to go for the Captain because it's a -1 if I don't play it immediately. Hopefully I won't lose against Anivia. I'd like to have the revive as a sort of safety measure. Let's keep the Stolter for card draw. I need to get an Evelyn on the first turn, otherwise I might just die to the Anivia attack next turn. Alright, I get mana on my, or 1 extra mana on my turn, my first turn I mean. That means I can play Evelyn if I'd like. Maybe that's not too bad. I can go Evelyn into Garen next turn. Let's hope he doesn't attack right away. Okay. He doesn't attack right away. That's lucky. I can also do this in order to give barrier to Evelyn, which will in turn give me 2 blockers in case the opponent's units or the opponent has more units that are a threat. Wings of the Cryo Phoenix. Well, if he is going to... Actually, no, it doesn't matter. I was about to say, if he's going to kill this one unit, I'm going to kill it first, but it's not relevant enough. Let's attack like so. Deal a little bit of damage. Do I want to save the spell mana or do I want to play something else? Evelyn will generate a husk here no matter what. So I think I'll go pass into Garen. This levels up Evelyn, stuns the opponent's entire board and summons a Galio. Very nice. I was kind of expecting it, but it's still unfortunate that it happened. Still going to deal the 13 or the 14, I mean. Everything counts down 1. I guess I'll summon this one in order to act as a sort of chump blocker. How do I want to do this? Strike an enemy. I can strike this one, which is the largest. That's done. I can block here for a trade. And here. Galio will go to 4. I won't get to level it up, but except this here is better because it mitigates the amount of damage I take and it removes the most power from the board. Do I want to set up a husk? I'll set up a husk. Now the only problem is in case or the opponent has another
Okay.
very nice, except if I attack right away, the opponent just perishes. But if he has a frostbite effect, he might survive. Yeah, frostbiting those two is enough. Except... nah, I can't actually go for the level up here. Never mind. I can go for the level up next turn, however. And that gives us a rally effect that I need. Also, Gali levels up here, so I get yet another rally effect. But Bury the Nice? No, no Bury the Nice. Just Frostbites. In that case, let's drop down the steam. Force a stun on all the opponent's units. Weird, Galio leveled up and we didn't get a Galio. Perhaps, okay, I think it makes sense, it's because I already had a Galio. So the game just decided not to give me a Galio. Still, if I only had Garen and Lux in play, I would have gotten a lot of, or an additional Galio there. I think it makes sense. At least, I think it... yeah, it makes sense. Spell Shield on Evelyn, or Shadow Totem, or Flame Rift, so... I'll go for the Warding Charm, for the Spell Shield. Phantom Prunk, Sorcery, gearing up. Sorcery allows me to pick a few more spell-centric choices. Definitely makes the Shield of Durand a better card, because I can go for it at any time. Let's go for it. Let's pick up a couple more spells along the way to benefit from the sorcery, and then I'll be set. Ooh, maybe I should keep the Siren Song. I will get enough mana to cast it on the first turn anyway. Oh, that's unlucky, I didn't get an Evelyn. Let's hope this doesn't come back to screw me later. Interesting. Do I want to hold? I'll hold. Going to hold. I have time. Maybe I shouldn't have held, in fact. Now that the opponent has a full board, I'm a little bit threatened. Or I feel a little bit threatened. Well, I guess this just won't be a game where I go for a billion Garens or something. I'll take the 12, sure. It hurts, but I need to. Otherwise it will just end up being worse for me. I drop down Garen here. Sure. I can go for an attack with Garen. That's nice. Let's hope Garen doesn't die. He's killing Garen. Killing 6 to it, in fact. Well, if Garen is dying, I suppose I'll use it to kill a unit, basically. I'll have a Garen next turn, at least. Let's hope that I survive here. Block D5 attack unit. Garen's close to leveling up. The game's definitely different when I don't have an Evelyn. There she is. Now you show up. Jerk. How close is she to leveling up? I can't even tell. Well, let's attack like so. Force a level up on the Garen. There goes another one of my husks. Actually no, it only dealt 2 to the husk. Never mind. In fact, I think I can go for a level up on Evelyn here and I close out the game. And I get a Galio. Ooh, you have one blocker. Ooh, actually, it wasn't a game over. Interesting. In that case, I'll just drop down the Galio, so I have an extra rally next turn. Evelyn stays leveled up, yep, we have already leveled her up permanently. And now I just attack right away. He dies to the elusive. Ooh, that was a whole bunch of damage I just took there. An unnecessary amount of damage at that. Parasite alteration, concerted strike, sure. I'm only picking it up because it can act as removal and it's good with Garen. Do I want to cut the reverse row? I feel like it's the worst card in my deck. I haven't played it once. It's just cluttering up. Build promotion, Vanguard, lookout, gearing up. None of these seem that appealing. Gearing up isn't even that good. I'm going to reroll here. Shared mana flow. Well, the opponent already starts with 1 billion mana anyway. Might as well give it an extra one. What are the odds of that impacting us negatively? I'll pass on everything else. Not even the spells are that appealing. But I'm definitely going for the Campa Pickpocket because the reward after this fight is some spells with epic items. And I definitely want those. I'll keep this hand. We can go Evelyn turn 1. Warden Spray the next turn. I have the Shield of Durant to act as protection. Pass. Interesting. Well, in that case I'll give that thing 3 health and then it gets 2 more next turn. I'll get the massive Warden Spray. Why are you casting that when you have a full ward opponent? Not your brightest decision. Sure. Let's go for the extra mana.
See what's beneath, more life. See what's inside.
Everything's stunned. I get Lux. Let's attack with everything. I'm going to pass the turn. Yeah, I'll pass the turn. I'm going to burn a bunch of mana, but overall it's going to be better. At least that's what I think. Because I'll be able to go for this attack first. See how the opponent blocks. Yeah, this is correct, I think. Then I will level up Evelyn by dropping down the Warden Spray. I'll summon a Garen. I'll level up Garen here. Because I can go Garen into Concerted Strike. Yeah, I'll go for the Concerted Strike on one of the units he's summoning here. Also, I'll level up Lutz in the process. Which in turn summons the Galio. And the opponent has no way to prevent this from happening. And I even go back up to full health because Galio has his life steal. That went a lot better than I anticipated. To be fair, I haven't faced off against the Camp Pumping Pocket a whole lot, so I'm not certain how strong he actually of a fight it actually is. Atrocity, Crumble, Absorb Soul. Normally I wouldn't pick up Atrocity because it's too expensive, but the fact that it's basically or that I always have spell mana means it's a lot better. Cut a card. What card would I cut? Perhaps the Domination or the Warden Spray. The Domination doesn't give me any extra value, but a bigger deck is decent against Elise. Yeah, I'll stay with my deck as is. Kind of don't want to deal with the whole skittering power from Elise, and the extra cards mitigate said power's effects. I just need an Evelyn on the first turn. An Evelyn on the first turn, I think my game's set. Yep. I'm pretty sure the opponent doesn't have a lot of hard removal. So I'll be fine no matter what. As long as the opponent doesn't go for an open attack on the first or on his upcoming turn, I'll be alright.
True beauty is beneath the skin.
That's not an open attack, but I can't stop it. But it's still fine. I'll play the Warden Spray. Stun the opponent's entire board with Evelyn. Rally, summon a Lux. Lux will be able to trade into whatever he summons over his units. That's perfectly fine by me. Oh, it only removes the spell shield from the Evelyn. That's a lot better than it just stunning it. But I'd be fine if Evelyn was stunned anyway. Going to let Evelyn generate a Husk here. If he gets a spider here, it's alright. A Garen. I want to play the Garen here. Actually, I think I will want to summon it for it cheaper than normal. I think it's the correct choice. We waste the rally, but it's fine. Unfortunately, Garen is going to be stunned here, so we won't get to level up. But we might not even need Garen to level up, because I have only 36 damage. Okay, we would have needed Garen to level up, or we would have needed Garen to trade into the opponent's unit in order to close out the game. Instead, we're going to have to wait one extra turn. Not that I mind that much. I'm going to waste one husk, but I think that's a worthwhile sacrifice. Ooh, necrotic Narachnid. It would be a shame if you were to just pass away. Ooh, and even blocks Garen, so I get even more damage in. And just like that, the game's over. Yeah, as it turns out, Evelyn really is that great with this power specifically. Well, now I know for certain. I'm definitely satisfied with how things turn out. Definitely interested in playing Evelyn a little bit more often. I like the play pattern that she has with this power. But yeah, that will be it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Till then.